Opening a new account is simple. Just go to TDAmeritrade.com and click on Open New Account. You'll notice you have a lot of information to fill out, so sit down, relax, and go through the information. When you get to the section where you must select what type of an account you're going to open, select the appropriate account. If it's an individual account, it's just a non-qualified taxable account. If it's a traditional IRA, which is typically where you'll send rollover money from a 401k or a 403b, or maybe you're transferring from another traditional IRA, select it. Or a Roth IRA. Those are probably the most common of the account types. After that, you're going to have to go through this section where it says you expect to buy, hold, occasionally trade stocks, mutual funds, ETFs, or bonds. Select that one. And where it asks if you're new to investing, you can select yes or no. It really won't make any difference. Then you're going to have to agree to the TD Ameritrade privacy statement. And the simple answer to this one is you can check the box and hit continue. However, I'd highly encourage you to understand what it is that you're agreeing to prior to agreeing to it. So take a look. Continue through the application process by entering all your personal information. Employment information, financial information, just make your best guess. That's good enough. On the personal affiliations section, the answer is probably no on each of those three questions, but you'll probably want to read them thoroughly. Then click continue. Be sure to review all of your information before you click continue. If there's any errors, edit it now. It'll be a lot easier. This next page is going to verify your Social Security number and that it's accurate. This is an attestation, so be sure that your Social Security number is correct before you hit the continue button. Then click continue. This is where you're going to create your secure login. Now, the user ID is a pretty simple thing for most people, but if you're going to have multiple accounts, you might want to have a specific user ID that identifies each one of your accounts. So for example, say that you have a spouse with an IRA, you might want to put your spouse's name and at the end of it, put IRA. It's going to be used in a drop-down box later once you're managing your accounts, where you'll probably want to be able to quickly identify which account you want to look at. So create an appropriate user ID, be sure to write it down, and then, of course, create a good password. Then select all the appropriate security questions. Those will help you log in case you forget any login information. Again, review all of your information. You may want to print this. This would be great to have in your file somewhere, and then click continue and move on. Here's how you're going to fund your account. They're asking you some pretty simple questions here. Is it coming from a rollover? Are you going to write a check? Is it going to be an external transfer, meaning from a mutual fund company? Go through each one of these options, understand which one it is, select it, and then hit continue. TD Ameritrade has a great process. They'll walk you through that process until you're able to fully fund your account. Okay, really simple on this one. It looks like you've got a lot of different areas you have to read and check. I'll make it simple. Check the box that says cash only account. And you'll notice just about every other question on this page will suddenly disappear. Click continue and move on. You want monthly electronic statements and confirms. If you choose the other one, the cost of your commissions will go up. Also, check the box that says shareholder information. Click continue and move on. Okay, if you have a qualified account, which is an IRA, a Roth IRA, a simple, a SEP, any of those type of retirement accounts, it's going to ask you to set up beneficiary information. If you have a spouse, your spouse must be your primary beneficiary with 100% of the allocation to that person. Now, it says they'll use the date of birth or the Social Security number. I'd actually recommend that you put both in there. Just in case something happens to you, there's no question of where it should go. Here's your opportunity to also add contingent beneficiaries. Notice that before you click continue, you can add a contingent beneficiary. This means that if your spouse predeceases you, that the money is going to go to your contingent beneficiary. I'd highly recommend that you be sure that you fill these sections out and you do it completely. Click continue and move on. Confirm your beneficiary information. Make sure it's all correct. Move on. Just answer these questions appropriately. Click continue and move on. Okay, this one, I want you to uncheck that little box where it says Client Rewards Credit Card. TD Ameritrade is going to try to market a few things to you. In fact, they're probably even going to have somebody call you trying to sell you a couple things. Just tell them no thank you, uncheck this box, click continue and move on. TD Ameritrade needs to establish some sort of a risk tolerance profile on every person who holds an account there. So answer these honestly, but don't really put too much credence into it. It's not going to affect how they're going to allow you to invest your account or really how you're going to invest your account. So just move through it. Select if you have any experience with stocks, bonds, options, mutual funds, and then just move on. If you have investments that are not in your TD Ameritrade account, you might want to just check it and move on. Click Continue. Okay, this is an area where I would say the TD Ameritrade really has no business in knowing. So I would say prefer not to answer on the first one. On the second one, if you have a 401k, click yes or no. The nice thing about this is if you have an IRA there and you make a contribution, they'll probably let you know that you're ineligible for it. And then the last two questions, you can just skip them. They're just doing this for marketing purposes. Just move on. Click on Take Me to My Account Now. It's going to log you in. Click on Continue to the site. Now, we'll wait for your account to be funded, and then you'll be trading with TreeSap. Good luck.